condition in an area over a longer period of time. The climate can change at any time and has several types, namely tropical climates, subtropical climates, temperate climates or cyclones, and cold climates. In Indonesia itself, there is a monsoon climate, a tropical or hot climate, and a marine climate.
Climate change has an influence or impact on an area that is feeling the climate. Climate change itself is defined as change in climate that are directly or indirectly related to human activities that change the composition of the world's atmosphere. In addition to natural variations in climate throughout this period, this situation is often referred to as global warming.
Manifestation of climate change can be in the form of one, global warming, namely melting of the polar ice caps and ice flows; two, extreme weather conditions such as prolonged drought, storms, and hurricanes; three, changes in weather and rainfall patterns. The cause of climate change occurs because of many activities carried out by humans. In addition, the climate crisis can also be caused by deforestation, use of non-renewable energy, and overfishing in the sea.
Climate change will have an impact on people, but poor countries or poor people are the most vulnerable and most affected. Ironically, poor countries or poor people have the less contribution to this climate change. They prefer economic growth, but are now facing difficulties due to climate change. Poorer countries around the world have little to do with global warming, but are the ones most affected.
Women are the group most affected by climate change as they have little means to adapt and prepare for extreme weather conditions and disasters. Women who live in poverty are most threatened by the dangers of global warming.
They also play an important role in ensuring the ability of their communities to cope with and adapt to climate change. When we understand climate change from a women's perspective, we will look at the ways in which women are made vulnerable to these threats related to climate change. And women's skills and leadership are essential for human survival and improvement.
Therefore, defending women's rights fully in terms of climate change is very important to protect themselves and to strengthen their leadership capacity on which many lives depend. So basically, climate change and human rights is a legal working concept that studies and analyzes the impact of climate change on human rights. Climate change will affect the protection of human rights, such as those related to health and life, namely to obtain food, air, and shelter.
Climate change will also have an impact on livelihoods and culture such as on migration, transmigration, personal safety, and security in times of conflict. Thus, climate change in the form of global warming is a complicated modern problem involving the whole world and entangling us in difficult problems such as hunger, economic growth, and population growth.
There are also several efforts that we as nation, community, and individual can take to slow down the rate of global warming and help the world deal with climate change. We must reduce emissions by using oil and coal more efficiently, replacing them with renewable forms of energy, and developing new industrial and transportation technologies, expanding forests that can help absorb carbon dioxide from the air, changing lifestyle and government policies and regulation for promote more efficient use of energy and reduce global warming.